Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also, if you are new, welcome. My name is Cambriea and I am so excited you guys decided to click on this video to get you guys motivated. Today's video is jam-packed full of cleaning motivation. We have some room refresh, like makeovers, nothing too crazy, just moving around some furniture. I actually still have one of our older leather sofas. If you guys have been with my channel for a while, you know when we redid my dad's garage, we gave him one of those leather sofas and the other one has been sitting in our fourth bedroom. Well, with Freya, our 3-year-old, been sleeping in our room almost every single night, and she sleeps on what she calls our floor bed. That's what you saw me clean up in the beginning of this video. I decided I wanted to see if that sofa would fit in the front of our bed. We have the room to have a sofa there, so we are going to be moving that around, but I wanted to start by stripping the bed and then doing a deeper clean on the mattress with just some baking soda to freshen it up and give it just a little bit of, I don't know, just a little bit of freshening. So when we brought it in here, we started out by putting the original legs back on it, and I wanted to obviously clean it off and everything because it's just kind of been sitting in that fourth bedroom. But you will see later on, I told Bobby I did not like the height of the sofa in front of the bed. I really wanted the sofa more level, but not like on the floor. So he is amazing and went outside and made some custom legs for it. We saved the original legs because you never know, I may want to move stuff around, change it up. I love having that ability. So we saved the original legs, but I definitely like the height it's at now with the new legs on it. I am just using some thieves cleaner and a microfiber cloth to wipe all this down. You would have seen I did a quick dry dust on it before, but this is just to get it really, really clean. The dogs have been absolutely loving having this sofa in here. And still, pretty much every morning, I wake up to Freya on the sofa as well. We're trying to break the habit of her sleeping in our room. So we have been making her go to her room at night, but she always sneaks in the middle of the night and curls up on the couch, usually cuddling with Drake, to sleep in here. Also, big thanks to everyone that was sending the well wishes. I know in Tuesday's video, I sounded so off. I still might sound a little off today. I am feeling so much better, but I'm still a little bit stuffy. But I appreciate everyone checking in on me and leaving those comments, sending me messages on Instagram. It was very, very sweet of you. And yes, I am feeling a million times better.
Bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter.
Now, when it comes to vacuuming baking soda off of any surface, big thing is make sure you clean your vacuum right away after it. Baking soda being such a fine particle, it can really clog up your vacuums and cause issues. I've actually had a vacuum break in the past because of that. So I will give you that heads up. Or if you're uncomfortable with it, use a shop vac. Shop vacs are amazing. I don't use it because I use my shop vac for a lot of things outside, and I don't want to be cleaning my bed with the same shop vac that I clean out the bird cages with. So that is why I use my Shark. This area of my floor, though, this is right outside my bathroom door. And I was noticing the other day, I'm like, I feel like these floors just aren't clean. And you guys know, I mop and vacuum regularly, but these floors have a texture to them. So I did like a little test swatch, and yeah, 100%. I'm going to have to like do a deep, thorough the entire floor cleaning one of these days. But on this day, I really want to just focus on these really bad areas. Bailey likes to sleep in this bathroom, and it's a high traffic area. And you can see to the left right there is the door that goes to our pool area. So this area of the floor was the dirtiest. I am using the Clorox bleach, can't talk, Clorox bleach spray and a melamine sponge to clean this up, and it worked great. But like I said, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to do a much more thorough on your hands and knees cleaning one of these days. And that's why I say cleaning tools are awesome. They make life so much easier, especially like I am a mom of 3. We have dogs, we have birds, we have a lot of things to keep us busy and keep our house dirty. And there's just times though that nothing beats an old-fashioned cleaning your floors on your hands and knees. I love my spin mop. I love my vacuum mops. I love my robot vacuums. Like, realistically, those make my life so much easier. And on the day-to-day, they work great. But sometimes you do just have to get in here and do a much deeper cleaning. I will say, though, that if you are someone that gets really overwhelmed by tasks like this, breaking it up will make it a lot easier. So like on this day, I didn't do my entire floor. I honestly just was not in the mood. I was in the mood to get these really bad areas done, but not to do the entire floor. So I knew I could do this really bad section, and then later this week or next week, I can work on the rest of the floor and I don't overwhelm myself. You guys know, for me, it's all about progress. It's not about perfection because life isn't perfect.
Well, sure thing. I bet you're still thinking about him. Alone in your bed, it's getting late. You think, why'd you let him go? You think, why'd you let him? Hannah, eat your heart out. Your ex-man is with me now. You've been talking shit.
You can see Freya was already really excited about the sofa. Also in this clip, you can see Bobby put the new legs on. So I just feel like it made a big difference to have it that little bit lower. I wanted to just bring in a simple white blanket. I'm not dressing this up too much. Like I said, the dogs are probably going to be using this sofa a lot, as well as Freya. That is one reason I love that we have gone to leather furniture in the main part of our house, because it is so much easier to dust and clean over fabric sofas. The one in the dog's bedroom is not leather, but it completely unzips, so it's really easy to clean. But for our room, and knowing how dusty and dirty and how much time the dogs spend in here, the leather sofa really does work out well. But after that, I moved into the dog's room to clean up their mess. This room is a nonstop mess. It gets this bad literally daily, and it's just from in and out of the house with the dogs and the birds. The kids love playing in this room. The boys often will come out here and either read for their nightly reading or play their video games or whatever it is. So this room is just constantly being used. But the biggest thing is this door to the backyard. It makes these floors so dirty. I wanted to do a more thorough cleaning on it, so I vacuumed it, but I am then bringing out the O-Cedar mop to mop it because, once again, I love my tools. They are amazing. I have definitely told you guys a million times my vacuum mop. That's like, if you are going to invest in any of the tools I recommend, that is what I recommend getting over a robot vacuum over anything, if you can only just afford one, because it is amazing for daily cleaning. But it is not the end-all, be-all. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It might be the end-all, be-all if you don't have a house as crazy as mine. If it's just 2 of you or 2 of you with a little one, you may not have the issue. But for me, like, I have the dogs and everything and older kids that are rambunctious and always running around getting things dirty and messy. So for me, it's not the end-all, be-all. There's some days that you just have to go in with an old-fashioned mop and bucket.
For motivation, just a little while.
Now, if you are working on any stubborn areas, I highly recommend boiling your mop water. It works so well to get off the toughest of areas. I have just a little bit of pine sol in here, and then as you saw, I heated up my kettle to fill my mop bucket. Works so well. Also, you guys know if you've been here for a while, but you maybe new and not know, I am wearing mop socks. I always get questions about these every time you guys see them on my channel. I got these on Amazon. They're just like little nubby microfiber socks, but they're great because as you're cleaning, you don't need to worry about stepping on the wet floor. If there's a really tough spot, instead of bending down and having to scrub it, I can just scrub it with my toe. There's just so many great things about these mop socks. I love them. I have about 10 pairs in different colors because I use them literally daily. Also, don't forget, if you are enjoying today's video, if you are new here, obviously I would love if you would subscribe, but also hit that thumbs up button. That always really helps me out, and leave me a comment down below. I greatly appreciate everyone that likes and comments on my videos. It's always really, really appreciated. And once again, if you're new, subscribe. I am a mom of 3. I have Xander, who is 11, Bjorn, who is 8, and Freya, who is 3. We have 2 dogs. Bailey is our youngest. He's 4. He is now 4 because Freya's 3 and he's a year older than Freya. And he's our Saint Bernard. And then we have Drake, who is our Siberian Husky, who is turning 14 next week. It's crazy. He is my oldest baby. Bobby and I got him before we even got married, so it makes me a little sad with how old he's getting. And then we also raise quail. So if you see the little egg holder in my kitchen and you're trying to figure out what they are, those are quail eggs, as well as Muscovy ducks. So I definitely always have my hands full. As you can see, my kitchen is a wreck, and this is a regular basis. I clean my kitchen a good 3 times a day just to keep up with it.
Why are you looking at me so cold? One's love is now we're enemies. You try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong, I'm ready for the rematch.
Talking about cleaning my kitchen 3 times a day, I think it's kind of funny the complete polar opposites that some people have in their kitchens. I know some people will be hearing that I have to clean my kitchen 3 times a day and be like, oh my goodness, why is your kitchen getting so dirty so much? And then other people that are totally going to get it. And I think it just really depends on your lifestyle, because I love to cook and bake and do stuff like that. So my kitchen gets dirty. And I could leave it all for the end of the night and get it all done then. But I mentally just can't handle that much mess and clutter. So I try to clean up after every single meal. And that normally means there's pots and pans and dishes and stuff that have to be cleaned. I do have a dishwasher. But it always fills up really, really quickly. So I try not to put my bigger pots and pans and stuff in here. And in this situation, it was already full. So I just washed all the little stuff right away. But I know everyone's a little bit different. I was watching Ashley, love Ashley from Till Vacuum Does Part if you've never watched her. And she just recently did a video and she shared her dinner. And it was great. For a quick school night dinner, awesome. But her life is so different than mine. The recipe she made would be my I don't feel like cooking lazy weeknight dinner type situation. And I think that is where a lot of people and their kitchens become very, very different. If you go with a more simple cooking, or I know she likes to cook out a lot, which is great. I know a lot of people that just don't love cooking or baking. Your kitchen's going to stay a lot cleaner, where if you're like me and you love to cook and bake and do these homemaking things for your family, your kitchen is obviously going to be way worse and way more of a disaster. All that being said, in that rant is don't compare yourself to anyone, because it doesn't matter if you do a simpler dinner so that you have more time to spend with your family, or if you like making big dinners because it's like your love language to show your family. It doesn't matter. You're doing a great job, and don't let any comparison game ruin that for you, because I can guarantee you're doing great no matter how you decide to live your life and no matter what your kitchen looks like. It could be a wreck right now. That's okay. Don't let any of this discourage you. I'm just here to motivate you. So if you're like, okay, I need to get this done and I need a kick in the butt, that's why I'm here. I'm giving you that little kick in the butt because you want to get something done and not to guilt trip you into it.
Well, so maybe I'll go to hell. Then watch me go. And maybe I'll go to hell. Then watch me go. I guess you can never tell. You never know if you'll go to hell.
Oh, talking about baking and cooking also, I actually just went to my mom's house today and we made a batch of pizzelles. Last time I brought up pizzelles, I had a lot of people asking for the recipe, asking what they were, all sorts of questions about them. So even though I was at my mom's house, I did get some video footage because I know, like I said, a lot of you guys were asking, what are they? What is your recipe? All of these different things. I also got some footage of my mom's Christmas decorations, and that is going to be in our next family vlog. So if you do not follow us over at Cambriea and Bobby, that channel is way more relaxed. It's just a hodgepodge of a bunch of different videos. Bobby does most of the filming and editing over there, but I do add some stuff in there also. This is like my main hobby is this channel, and that one is his. But the pizzelles recipe will be in that next video, as well as mom's decorations. So, and I'm really excited for you guys to see her fireplace. It is so beautiful. I went over there. Oh, when did I go over there? Sunday? Yeah, I went over there Sunday to help her with her fireplace, and it just turned out absolutely stunning. And I kind of wish, I don't think my fireplace would look as good set up the ways hers is, but I'm kind of obsessed with the way that it turned out. Also, quick reminder to all you mamas out there, today is December 1st. If you did not get your chocolate advent calendars for your kids, and your kids are anything like mine, run to Walgreens. They normally still have them on hand. I literally just ran yesterday because I always forget and always wait last minute. It's because I don't go into stores as often. Oh, wait, I did want to show this real quick. Under my rain hood, yeah, that was nasty. So I'm quickly cleaning this all down also. But like I was saying, run to Walgreens. Don't forget your kids' advent calendars, because I know I had to run today because I knew my kids would be on me if I did not have them for tomorrow. So quick reminder, if your kids are at school, run now. Save yourself some headache when they get home and wondering where their chocolate is. So to clean off this range hood, I just use multi-purpose spray. And then I do end up going back with my DIY Dawn Power Wash spray to help with more of that grease buildup. These grates don't look that bad, and I think that's why I've been neglecting them. And I'm like, oh, they're not that bad. But when I really got into them and started cleaning them, I'm like, oh yeah, they are bad. Like, they don't look horrendous until you start cleaning them and you actually see how bad they were. So I was really glad to be able to take these down and quickly clean them. Luckily for me, these are really easy to take down and clean, so I can keep up with them. But it does make me think I probably should clean under my cabinets also. I feel like that's an area we often forget, is underneath our cabinets. and they usually get really bad. Like, you guys know, if you have cabinets that are exposed at top, on top, how bad those get. We also usually forget underneath our cabinets, and the ones right by your stove. If you haven't done it in a while, I highly recommend looking under there and probably giving them a really, really good scrub down. I know that's on my to-do list coming up one of these days.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart.
So what are your Christmas plans coming up? I know we have a couple things we want to get done. On Beach Street near my parents' coffee shop, they always do a Christmas parade. We went to that last year, and that was a lot of fun, especially since we sat right across the street from my mom's coffee shop. So Bobby and I got some hot coffee. The kids got some hot cocoa, and everyone was happy. But last year, we completely forgot that they do a boat parade right on the Halifax here. So I have it in my calendar. Hopefully I don't forget. If you guys don't know, I have a horrible, horrible memory. And it's not just like, oh, mom brain. Like, I actually have a seizure disorder that has me have a bad memory. So if you ever want to remember something, it's always the running joke. Like, if my mom will ask me to remember something, I will then tell my dad, hey, Dad, remind me to remind mom, because you know I won't remember. But I forgot last year, and I felt so bad because I've heard it's so cool. A bunch of people decorate their boats, and it's a boat parade. So we really want to do that this year. I think those are the only two, like, set-in plans. Often we kind of just go with the flow, and if something comes up that seems like a lot of fun, we end up going to it. That's the other one. There is a big, like, drive-through lights thing at the Daytona Speedway where they host the Daytona 500, and I told Bobby I really want to take the kids there this year as well.
Give my all, 'cause I don't care if people will stop and stare. Let me fly, let me fly, let me fly into the...
Now just quickly going over the kitchen with my vacuum mop. I love this thing. You guys know, I don't think I need to explain too much. This is like the best of the best when it comes to cleaning gadgets. I use this thing in my kitchen on a regular basis, usually at least twice a day, usually after breakfast and after dinner, or after a big cleaning like this. I like to run it, as well as using my robot vacuum. The robot vacuum is really nice because it just keeps up with the dog hair in the house, because that's never ending. But this is great because my floors need to be mopped regularly, like all the time. Actually, talking about floors, I had someone just message me about my floors. They were asking what type of floors these are. So these are LVP, so luxury plank vinyl, that we found at Floor & Decor. But her question was, one, how to help with any scuff marks, and we all get it. If you're moving furniture around, something falls, whatever. I have found the best thing for scuff marks is a magic eraser. It works, from what I've seen, really, really well on any of my scuff marks that I've gotten. But then the other thing she asked about was footprints. And I don't think there's really any way to get through footprints. The only thing I did learn, in our last house, we had beautiful LVP that was dark wood. And I love the look of dark wood, but I also hate it at the same time. And that is because it shows everything. So when I was remodeling this house and designing it, one thing I did with floors is I actually picked my 3 favorite that kind of had that vibe and feeling that I was going for, which is that, like, coastal but not in your face coastal type feel for this house. And I bought a couple, I think about 5 planks of each. And I laid them on the floor for 2 weeks. I wanted to see footprints on them. I wanted to see dog hair on them. I wanted to see everything. And I picked what showed the least amount of mess in our house. Not because I don't want to clean my house. Obviously I do. But I knew this is just real life. And if I don't get to something, I don't want it to be bothering me that it looks dirty. Like, I'm the type that if the robot vacuum goes and it misses one little like speck because it flung it a little bit, I have to get up and pick it up. So that is my recommendation. If you are wondering about floors, is buy a couple samples that you like, bring them home, and live with them for a little while so that you know that the dirt in your house, because your house is going to be different from mine. Like, color animals you have, color hair you have. Like, there's a lot of differences. We have a lot of sand down here because we're not too far from the beach. So pretty much our soil is just sand. There's so many different things that play a factor when it comes to that.
I don't care about the feelings not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco light. They can try, but they can never take me down.
Oh, the family room. This is another area that doesn't stay clean for me. I love when it's clean. I have been doing better at having the kids. Usually the kids are out here longer than Bobby and I are out here at night because him and I like to go in our room at a certain time of the night so we can talk and watch our shows and just have like him and I time. So the kids have gotten really good at, before they go to bed, cleaning up their stuff. But either way, it gets messy throughout the day, mostly because of Freya. Like, the boys are to blame for the pillows and blankets. They always throw them on the floor. But like the toys and stuff like that are normally Freya. So I try and come in here probably twice a day. Usually in the morning it's clean because the boys have cleaned it up the night prior. But before the boys get home from school, I usually like to give it one more tidying. That way it is nice and clean as well. I wanted to give this rug a little bit more of a thorough vacuuming. I did notice on this day, another thing going on my to-do list is cleaning this rug, because when I moved that table, you can see there's a pretty drastic color difference. And it's something that I didn't really notice until I moved this table. So that is another thing going on my to-do list, is shampooing this rug. It really needs a good carpet cleaning. So keep your eye out for that. This is why, like, I don't do a set deep cleaning schedule, and I like to spread it out. One, like, you don't always think of everything. I have to like make a mental list of things that I want to get done. But two, it can just also be extremely overwhelming to do it all. So I like to break it up. I like doing a couple deep cleaning projects a week. That way I'm always staying on top of stuff, but I'm never like overwhelmed with cleaning projects. Like I've said a bajillion and one times with this, I don't love cleaning, but I need a clean home. Like, for my mental stability, I need a clean home. Then I just moved quickly into Freya's room. Her room was not that bad. She had some wrappers and stuff that I had to clean up. But the big thing is I wanted to clean her floors.
I would never blame you if you left. No, I won't be the one to hold you back. 'Cause we can stop the time, it's just a fact. We're not getting younger, we're not getting younger. In the bed we made, I lay wide awake.
Oh, also, funny story that I don't know. I thought it was funny. So I had gotten a message or a comment a couple of videos back because one of you saw the code that my dryer was throwing off, which had me really confused for a while. And I know I probably could have just gone on Google and Googled it, but I hadn't. And you commented and let me know that it had to do with my dryer vent, that it needed to be cleaned, like lint buildup. So if If you guys watched last video, you saw I took it apart, really cleaned it up. Like, I did a thorough cleaning of that dryer vent. And I knew the tube was clean because we just got that washer and dryer last year, and Bobby replaced the tube from the washer and dryer that goes into the wall to make sure that it was all brand new. Well, the dryer was still throwing the code when I was washing like towels and stuff. It wasn't for like clothing, but like bigger things, quilts, towels, anything like that, it would throw that code. So I asked him where the dryer vented out to. In our first house, it vented through, I believe, the roof. And in our last house, it vented through the wall outside right by our patio. Well, this vents into our attic, which I guess that's fine. So I went up there to look, and the vent that it came out of, somebody had zip tied pantyhose onto it, and these pantyhose were like completely clogged with dryer vent stuff. So Bobby and I cleaned that out. I'm pretty sure Bobby filmed us cleaning that out for Sunday's family vlog video also. But yeah, I'm like, why is there pantyhose? No wonder it was throwing a code, because they were so clogged. And I don't go into our attic like Bobby does to work on wiring if stuff needed to get wired. But I had never like been in our attic per se, other than when like the roof or ceilings were torn down when we were remodeling and I stuck my head into the attic because we were dealing with ceiling stuff. I never actually like gone into the attic. So we got the code fixed. But if you want to see that getting cleaned out, because that was very interesting, that's going to be in our Sunday family vlog as well. I just couldn't believe it. But now, as you can see, it's later in the day. The mattress protector and sheets and everything were all dry. So I just quickly came back into the bedroom to make our bed for the night. I know a lot of people think we use a lot of pillows on our bed, and we do. Don't get me wrong. I know we do. But I'm going to show you the pillows that I'm putting on right now are the pillows we actually sleep with. So I actually only have 3 pillows that are like to look nice that I take off at the end of the night. And the rest are all pillows that stay on throughout the night. So I think that's why I don't mind too many pillows on our bed. But yeah.
Comes around and then I remember all things must pass, but I'm not gonna wake up, I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa, no, not yet, whoa, no, not yet, whoa, but I'm not gonna wake up.
So like I was saying, here's just kind of what the bed is set up for on the nightly setup. I like the big pillows in back because, like I said, at night, Bobby and I come in here and just sit and relax and talk and cuddle and have that like husband-wife connecting time. And I'm not talking anything crazy. I'm talking literal, just like being able to connect with your husband. I feel like once you get married, that's one area that a lot of people struggle with, is that time to connect with their spouse. And this is how we've always done it. The kids can watch their shows out there, and we just get time to cuddle and relax and connect and get away. I feel like it's really important. Neither of us are big like date people. We don't like big crowds. So our nighttime routine is very, very important to us. Either that or going into the hot tub for an hour or so. We do that as well on a regular basis. But as you can see, I'm in the kids' bathroom, just doing a quick tidy. For the most part, this bathroom is the boys' responsibility. But just like their bedrooms, every once in a while, I like to come in here and clean it myself to make sure it is really well done. But on the daily, they're responsible for their bedrooms. They're responsible for their bathroom. I think it is really important for kids to have chores. And I know in these videos, you guys don't often see my kids because, hey, this is not called Living with Cambriea and her kids. This is called living with Cambria. So that's why you don't often see Bobby or the kids. You'll see them every once in a while, but not on a regular basis. But I do think it is very, very important for kids to have chores. So once they got old enough, they got taught how to clean their own bathroom and their bedroom, keeping it clean and tidy. I've actually been working with Xander with learning how to run the dishwasher and wash his own clothing, little cooking things. He's 11, so I feel like he's at a really good age to start learning these basic life skills. Not that I'm expecting him to wash all of his clothes by himself all the time, because realistically, that just wouldn't be convenient for me. When I do clothes, I just want to get it done. But I do like for him to learn how to do it, and every once in a while I'll be like, hey, can you go throw a load in the washer, just so he does know how. And eventually, Bjorn's going to get the same thing. You guys actually see Freya all the time. She's my little shadow, constantly on here learning how to clean. The boys were the exact same thing at her age. They used to follow me around and do this same exact, like, mommy's little helper. But she's at that age right now where it's still fun. I think I have another year or two of her thinking it's fun to help mama clean compared to mama's nagging me to clean my room. As you can see, I am cleaning the toilet, but I'm also going around and cleaning the baseboards, the walls, the floors, everything. I love this toilet because it is a flush, straight down toilet. 100% if you need new toilets, buy this thing. I love it. And if I would have seen it before putting a toilet in our master bathroom, I would have put this in here, because it makes life so much easier when cleaning up after kids, or once again, I know I'm going to bring up my animals again, but if you have animals, they get hair everywhere, and it can be a pain to clean up on your toilet. So love that. But also, don't forget, at the end of this video, I will have more Christmas photos from you guys that you guys have submitted. I have been getting questions like, how long am I going to be accepting submissions? And honestly, I'm going to be sharing them as long as you guys are sending them to me during the holiday season. It has been so much fun seeing everyone's Christmas decorations and things like that, that I'm going to share them in pretty much every video. As long as I have photos, I am sharing them. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you would share this on your Facebook or Instagram, that would mean the world to me. That helps out my channel so much. But I will see you guys next time. Enjoy some Christmas spirit.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Come to Bethlehem and see Him whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee Christ the Lord, the newborn King. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.